You've probably heard all the hype about bone broth. People call it a miracle food for strength, joint support, and recovery. But here's a secret that most people don't know. There's another food that doesn't just support your muscles, it actively builds them. And more importantly, it can protect you from one of the biggest threats to strength as we age, sarcopenia. If you've never heard that word before, stick with me. Once you understand what sarcopenia is, why it happens, and how one simple food can fight it, you're going to rethink everything you eat. So, what is sarcopenia? The fancy medical term actually refers to muscle loss that occurs as we age. Think about your older relatives, someone who used to climb stairs effortlessly, carry groceries with ease, or play with grandkids, and now struggles with simple movements. That's sarcopenia in action. It creeps up slowly, and by the time you notice it, your strength, balance, and independence have already taken a huge hit. The scary truth, sarcopenia isn't something that only affects people in their 70 seconds or 80 seconds. It can start as early as your 40 seconds if you're not paying attention. But here's the good news. It's preventable and even reversible. Now let's talk about why muscle matters. Muscle isn't just about looking toned or getting compliments on your physique. Muscle is your body's engine. It burns calories even when you're sitting still. It protects your bones from fractures. It stabilizes your joints, and it keeps your metabolism alive and firing. When muscle starts to disappear, everything else suffers. Your energy drops, your mobility declines, and your brain can even start to slow down. That's why sarcopenia is connected to not just weakness, but also falls, fractures, diabetes, and dementia. So when I say there's a food that can directly protect your muscles, I'm not talking about vanity. I'm talking about longevity, independence, and quality of life. And that food, eggs. Yes, the humble egg. Nature's perfect muscle building package. You might be thinking, eggs? Really? But here's where the science is shocking. Bone broth is mostly collagen, great for skin, joints, and connective tissue. But it falls short when it comes to actual muscle growth. Collagen lacks the full spectrum of essential amino acids that your muscles need to grow and repair. Eggs, on the other hand, are one of the highest quality protein sources on the planet, packed with all 9 essential amino acids in exactly the right ratio for efficient muscle building. And it's not just about what's in them. The protein in eggs is incredibly bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use it more effectively than almost any other protein source. Scientists even use eggs as the gold standard to measure protein quality in other foods. So when you eat an egg, you're feeding your muscles the most usable fuel possible. Worried about cholesterol? Modern research shows that eating whole eggs doesn't increase your risk of heart disease like we used to think. In fact, the yolk is where most of the nutrients are hiding: vitamin D, choline, omega-3 seconds, lutein, and zeaxanthin. These nutrients not only support muscle health, but also boost brain function, energy levels, and overall vitality. Here's why eggs are a game changer for preventing sarcopenia. As we age, our muscles become less sensitive to protein, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. You could eat the same amount of protein you did in your 20 seconds, but your muscles won't respond the same way. The solution? Eat high-quality, leucine-rich protein. Leucine is the amino acid that flips the switch for muscle growth. Eggs are loaded with it. Just a couple of eggs at breakfast can trigger muscle protein synthesis, especially when paired with resistance exercise. Imagine this. You're in your 40 seconds, 50 seconds, or 60 seconds. You start your day with a couple of boiled eggs, an omelet loaded with veggies, or scrambled eggs with avocado. Right there, you're giving your muscles the signal to grow stronger instead of weaker. Compare that to sipping bone broth. Comforting, maybe, but it barely nudges your muscle building machinery. One choice keeps you in control of your strength and independence. The other leaves you vulnerable to slow decline. And it doesn't stop there. Eggs aren't just powerful for protein. They're one of the richest natural sources of vitamin D, which is absolutely critical for muscle strength and function. Low vitamin D is directly linked to frailty. Now that we've uncovered the muscle-building power of eggs, it's time to look at another silent threat to your strength: dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. You might think dehydration only matters in summer or during workouts, but here's the truth. As we age, our bodies lose the ability to sense thirst. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And dehydration doesn't just make you tired, it weakens your muscles, reduces coordination, and increases your risk of injury. Even mild dehydration can reduce strength and endurance by up to 10-15%. That means a simple fall, a misstep on stairs, or dropping groceries could happen because your muscles aren't firing properly. But hydration isn't just about water. It's about electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These tiny minerals are critical messengers for your muscles. They help muscles contract, relax, and recover after activity. Without them, even the strongest muscles struggle. Here's the secret many people overlook. The food you eat can either support or sabotage your electrolyte balance. Processed foods, excess sugar, and hidden additives can flush minerals out of your body, leaving muscles weak, cramp-prone, and slow to recover. So, what's the solution? Hydrate early. Start your day with a glass of water, ideally with a pinch of natural sea salt. This isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about signaling your body that minerals are available for muscle contraction and energy production. Include electrolyte-rich foods, leafy greens, avocados, bananas, nuts, seeds, and yes, even eggs contain magnesium and potassium that muscles need to perform optimally. Avoid hidden muscle saboteurs. Excessive caffeine, sugary drinks, and processed snacks deplete magnesium and potassium, leaving muscles vulnerable to fatigue and injury. Here's a scenario. Imagine you're in your 50 seconds, making breakfast: a couple of eggs, a handful of spinach, avocado slices, and a banana. You've just fueled your muscles with complete protein, magnesium, potassium, and healthy fats. Compare that to someone skipping breakfast or grabbing a processed muffin. The difference isn't subtle, it's profound. One choice keeps muscles strong, the other accelerates weakness. But hydration and electrolytes are only half the battle. There's another hidden muscle killer most people never talk about: chronic inflammation. Inflammation is like a slow-burning fire inside your body. It's subtle, often unnoticed, but it destroys muscle tissue, impairs recovery, and accelerates aging. Every time you eat highly processed foods, excessive sugar, or trans fats, you fan the flames. Over time, inflammation prevents your body from building new muscle, no matter how much protein you eat or how much you exercise. The solution is simple, but it takes consistency. Anti-inflammatory foods. Think colorful vegetables, berries, fatty fish like salmon, olive oil, and spices like turmeric and ginger. These aren't just trends, they actively protect your muscles and joints from damage. And here's a little known tip: timing matters. Your muscles are most receptive to nutrients in the morning and immediately after resistance exercise. That's why a breakfast of eggs with leafy greens, avocado, and a splash of olive oil is so powerful. You're feeding muscles exactly when they need fuel to grow and repair. Let's recap. Part 2. Hydration and electrolytes are critical for muscle function. Anti-inflammatory foods protect muscles from silent damage. Timing your nutrition amplifies results, especially after exercise. If you combine these strategies with high-quality protein like eggs, you're not just preventing muscle loss, you're actively reversing it, even if you've already noticed weakness creeping in. And that brings us to the next topic, in Part 3, the exercise blueprint for people over 50. Because diet alone isn't enough. To fully protect your muscles, you need strategic resistance training and movement routines that complement your nutrition and accelerate muscle growth. We've talked about nutrition, hydration, and protecting muscles from silent killers. But here's the hard truth. Diet alone won't save your strength. Muscles are like engines. They need fuel, yes, but they also need load, tension, and stimulation to grow. Without it, the body starts dismantling muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia, which accelerates after your 50 seconds. Sarcopenia doesn't just make your arms and legs weaker, it slows metabolism, reduces balance, and increases your risk of falls and fractures. The difference between a strong, independent 60-year-old and someone struggling with daily tasks often comes down to exercise choices over the last decade. So let's break down the exercise blueprint for muscle survival and growth after 50. 1. Resistance training, the non-negotiable core. Resistance training is the single most effective way to build and maintain muscle. But here's the catch. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights. What matters is progressive tension and consistency. Start with bodyweight exercises, squats, push-ups against a wall or table, lunges, and step-ups. These build a base of strength while minimizing injury risk. Add resistance gradually. Dumbbells, resistance bands, or household objects like water bottles. Focus on major muscle groups: legs, back, chest, shoulders, and core. These are the muscles that support mobility, posture, and metabolic health. Pro tip: aim for 2-3 resistance sessions per week. Even 20-30 minutes per session is enough if you focus on correct form and progressive overload. 2. Compound movements over isolation. After 50, efficiency matters. Compound movements exercises that work multiple joints and muscles simultaneously are more effective than isolated bicep curls or leg extensions. Why? Because compound movements stimulate more muscle fibers, boost growth hormone and testosterone naturally, improve coordination and balance, reducing fall risk. Examples: squat to overhead press works legs, shoulders, and core. Push-ups with a row works chest, back, and arms. Step up with bicep curl works legs and arms together. The goal is functional strength, strength you can use in everyday life. 3. Prioritize posture and core. As we age, postural muscles weaken silently. Slouching, rounded shoulders, and a weak core are more than aesthetic concerns. They limit movement efficiency and increase injury risk. Incorporate planks, bird dogs, and dead bugs for core activation. Perform exercises with attention to spinal alignment and scapular control. Strong postural muscles amplify the effectiveness of all other exercises, from squats to push-ups. 4. The hidden secret: eccentric training. Eccentric training is often overlooked, but it's a game changer for aging muscles. It focuses on controlled lengthening of the muscle under tension, like slowly lowering yourself during a push-up or descending into a squat. Why it works: builds strength more efficiently than traditional lifting, increases muscle fiber recruitment, reduces joint stress compared to heavy lifting. Tip: aim for 3-5 seconds on the lowering phase of each exercise. You'll feel the difference immediately. 5. Frequency and recovery. Overtraining is just as dangerous as undertraining. After 50, muscles need longer to recover. Schedule 48 hours between intense resistance sessions for the same muscle group. Use active recovery, light walking, stretching, or yoga. Prioritize sleep, which is when growth hormone spikes and repairs muscle tissue. 6. Incorporate mobility and flexibility. Strong muscles are useless if joints don't move correctly. Mobility work improves range of motion, reduces injury risk, and enhances performance. Hip openers, shoulder circles, and thoracic rotations. Dynamic stretches before exercise, static stretches after. Even 5-10 minutes daily prevents stiffness and keeps muscles functional. 7. Cardiovascular health, not optional. Muscle growth is essential, but heart and circulation. We've covered nutrition, movement, and exercise. But here's the silent truth many ignore. Hormones are the real drivers of aging, energy, and muscle preservation. After 50, testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin sensitivity decline, and with them, energy, muscle mass, and vitality. Without addressing these invisible levers, even perfect diet and exercise won't deliver the results you deserve. To testosterone, the master hormone of strength. Testosterone isn't just for men, women need it too, though in smaller amounts. It controls muscle mass and strength, fat distribution, bone density, energy, and mood. By 50, men may lose 20-30% of peak testosterone, and women experience declines during menopause. Low testosterone accelerates muscle loss and fatigue. Natural ways to boost it. Resistance training. Heavy compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, and presses spike testosterone naturally. High-intensity interval training. Short bursts of intense movement followed by rest. Increase hormone production. Sleep, 7 through 9 hours. Nightly ensures nightly hormone spikes. Healthy fats, avocados, nuts, olive oil, and fatty fish support testosterone synthesis. 2. Growth hormone. Your internal youth hormone, growth hormone GH, declines sharply after 40. It's essential for muscle repair and growth, fat metabolism, skin elasticity, and joint health. You can optimize GH naturally. Exercise, especially resistance training and sprints. Intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating can increase nocturnal GH pulses. Sleep hygiene. Deep sleep triggers GH release. 3. Insulin sensitivity, the energy gatekeeper. Insulin is often called the fat storage hormone, but it's really the key to energy and muscle preservation. Poor insulin sensitivity leads to fat gain, especially around the abdomen, muscle breakdown, increased inflammation. Strategies: limit refined carbs and sugars. Pair carbs with protein and fiber to slow absorption. Exercise after meals. Even a 10-minute walk improves insulin response. Supplement wisely. Magnesium, cinnamon, and alpha-lipoic acid support healthy blood sugar. 4. Supplements. Science-backed support. While food should be your foundation, some supplements provide a critical edge for over 50 seconds. Key players: protein powders, whey, pea, or collagen to hit daily protein targets. Creatine monohydrate boosts strength, power, and cognitive energy. Omega-3 fatty acids support heart, joints, and anti-inflammatory pathways. Vitamin D and K2, critical for bone density and muscle function. Magnesium helps muscles relax, improves sleep, and supports over 300 enzymatic processes. Curcumin or turmeric reduces chronic inflammation that blocks muscle recovery. Pro tip: supplements are tools, not magic. They amplify results when paired with proper nutrition and exercise. 5. Recovery and anti-aging protocols. After 50, recovery is where growth and repair actually happen. Overtraining without recovery can sabotage hormones, muscles, and joints. Sleep optimization. Aim for darkness, 7-9 hours, and consistent schedule. Contrast therapy, hot-cold showers or saunas, improve circulation and recovery. Stress management. Chronic cortisol elevation breaks down muscle and fat. Meditation, deep breathing, or yoga can reverse this. Active recovery. Light swimming, walking, or stretching keeps muscles primed without strain. 6. The secret fountain of youth hacks. Some advanced, often overlooked tactics can amplify vitality. Time-restricted feeding, 12-16-hour daily fast can improve GH, insulin sensitivity, and body composition. Cold exposure. Brief ice baths or cold showers trigger hormonal and metabolic benefits. Sauna therapy promotes detox, cardiovascular health, and longevity genes, mind-muscle connection. Focusing mentally on the muscle during exercises can increase recruitment and growth. We've strengthened the body, optimized hormones, and enhanced recovery. But strength without sharpness is like a car with a powerful engine but no steering. Your brain is your ultimate power center, especially after 50. Cognitive decline. Memory lapses and reduced focus often creep in silently, but with the right strategies, you can reverse the trend, improve mental clarity, and maintain peak cognitive performance for decades. 1. The brain-muscle connection. Muscles in the brain are deeply intertwined. Physical exercise not only builds muscle but also increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, the fertilizer for neurons, improves blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients to the brain, reduces stress hormones that shrink the hippocampus. Best practices: resistance training, increases IGF-1, which supports both muscle and brain function. High-intensity interval training improves neuroplasticity and memory. Coordination drills, balance exercises, agility ladders, or Tai Chi stimulate both hemispheres of the brain. 2. Nutrition for cognitive health. Your brain consumes 20% of your daily calories, so what you eat directly shapes focus, mood, and memory. Key principles: omega-3 fatty acids. DHA supports neuron integrity and communication. Antioxidant-rich foods, berries, dark chocolate, green tea fight oxidative stress. Polyphenols, found in grapes, coffee, and turmeric. They protect synapses. Low glycemic index carbs provide steady energy without spiking insulin. Protein critical for neurotransmitter production. Tip: include colorful vegetables and fatty fish at least 4 or 5 times per week. 3. Sleep, the brain's reset button. Sleep is non-negotiable for cognitive longevity. Without quality sleep, memory consolidation is impaired, hormonal balance collapses, inflammation rises, accelerating brain aging. Sleep optimization tips: stick to a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Avoid screens 60-90 minutes before bed. Sleep in darkness or with blackout curtains. Consider magnesium or glycine supplementation to improve deep sleep. 4. Stress and cortisol control. Chronic stress is a silent brain destroyer. Elevated cortisol shrinks the hippocampus and reduces cognitive function. Effective strategies: meditation or mindfulness, 10-20 minutes daily, reduces cortisol. Breathing exercises. Diaphragmatic breathing lowers heart rate and stress. Nature exposure. Sunlight, greenery, and fresh air enhance mood and clarity. Journaling externalizes stress and improves focus. 5. Mental stimulation and neuroplasticity. Your brain is plastic, meaning it can adapt, grow, and reorganize itself even after 50. Learn new skills, musical instruments, languages, or even coding. Challenge memory. Use memory palaces, quizzes, or apps like Lumosity. Engage socially. Meaningful conversations and group activities improve neural connections. Mind-body exercises, yoga, Tai Chi, and dance coordinate mental focus and muscle control. 6. Nootropics and cognitive boosters. Supplements can amplify mental sharpness, but only when combined with lifestyle. Science-backed options. Omega-3 DHA, EPA, supports neuron function. Lion's mane mushroom may stimulate nerve growth factor. Creatine supports energy in brain cells, not just muscles. Caffeine plus L-theanine improves alertness without jitters. Curcumin reduces neuroinflammation. Pro tip: avoid relying solely on supplements. Your daily routine and mental habits matter far more. 7. Daily brain optimization routine. Imagine a day designed to maximize both mind and body. Morning, sunlight exposure, resistance training. Protein-rich breakfast, brief meditation. Afternoon, short walk after meals. Cognitively challenging task, social engagement. Evening light stretching or Tai Chi. No screens before bed. After everything we've explored: muscle health, hormones, recovery, mental sharpness, nutrition, and brain optimization, it's time to put it all together into a cohesive, actionable plan. This is the roadmap that can take someone from average health to peak performance after 50. 1. The daily routine for maximum impact. A 50+ daily routine isn't about punishing workouts or extreme diets. It's about consistency, balance, and smart prioritization. Morning 6-9 a.m. Wake up with natural sunlight exposure. Hydration, 500 milliliters of water with lemon. Movement, 20-30 minutes of resistance training or functional mobility. Brain warm-up, 5-10 minutes, meditation or journaling. Nutrition, protein-rich breakfast, moderate healthy fats, and low glycemic carbs. Afternoon 3 p.m. Short walk after lunch to optimize digestion and blood sugar. Engage in cognitively challenging work or learning, social interaction, or group activity to stimulate emotional and neural health. Evening 6-9 p.m. Light activity, Tai Chi, stretching, or yoga. Brain reset, reading, puzzles, or mindful reflection. Dinner nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods. Sleep prep, avoid screens, keep bedroom dark and cool. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Consistency is far more effective than intensity. Small, daily habits compound into extraordinary results over months. 2. Weekly structure for strength and longevity. Resistance training 2-3x. Weeks on compound movements, squats, deadlifts, push-ups, pull-ups. Emphasize perfect form over heavy weight. Cardio 2-3x. Week alternating between HIIT and moderate intensity cardio for heart health, insulin sensitivity, and fat loss. Flexibility and balance daily, or 3-4x week. Yoga, mobility drills, or Tai Chi improve stability and prevent injuries. Mental training daily. Brain exercises, learning new skills, social engagement, meditation, and journaling. Recovery daily. Sleep, nutrition, and active rest are critical. Muscles and neurons both regenerate here. 3. Mindset and motivation after 50. Transformation isn't just physical, it's mental and emotional. At 50 plus, the right mindset can make the difference between stagnation and peak performance. Focus on progress, not perfection. Small wins compound. Embrace consistency. Missing one day isn't failure, quitting is. Shift perspective. Aging is a privilege, not a limitation. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Visualization. Picture yourself stronger, sharper, and more energetic than ever. Your brain adapts to the vision you feed it. 4. Supplements and performance enhancers. While lifestyle forms the foundation, smart supplementation can accelerate results. Muscle, creatine, protein, vitamin D, magnesium, omega-3 DHA, EPA, lion's mane, curcumin, L-theanine plus caffeine. Recovery, collagen, magnesium, zinc. Pro tip, supplements complement, never replace a strong foundation. 5. Tracking and measuring success. You cannot improve what you don't track. Simple metrics include strength record weights lifted, reps and sets, body composition, monthly photos, waist measurements, or body fat percent if possible. Energy and mood. Daily journaling on energy, sleep quality, and focus. Cognitive performance. Track memory, learning speed, or puzzles solved. Consistency and reflection create self-accountability, keeping motivation high. 6. The social element. Humans are social creatures. Connection fuels longevity. Train with a partner for accountability. Join a fitness class, walking group, or hobby club. Regularly interact with family and friends. Social engagement reduces stress, prevents depression, and enhances cognitive health, all essential for a strong, vibrant life after 50. 7. The ultimate 50-plus vision.